Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Outlawed Crew Audio Podcast. My name is Daniel. I have here with me Jack.
Yo.
And most importantly, Daniel.
You sound like Mr. Rogers now.
Who do I sound like? Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
I forgot what that show was called for fucking...
Joe sounds like Mr. Lennon Manis.
Now listen, guys. Today we're gonna learn about feudalism. And then we're gonna go back to a nice quiet tone.
And then we talk about the Holocaust. Just me. Why did you say that?
We're not making a musical out of it. I've heard someone say that they're gonna make a musical out of Holocaust.
Out of the Holocaust?
I was like, no.
What, like a play musical?
I'm like, no.
Stupid. That's so fucked up. Joe's really into this. Joe's really into the podcast. Oh, let's do a podcast. I'm Joe. Why don't we talk about the fact this is the first time we've had more than two crew members on the podcast? We usually just had randoms, or it's just Jack and I bitching it for an hour and a half. Now it's gonna be Jack, Joe, and myself bitching for an hour and a half. So I want to talk about something I haven't talked about on the podcast. I told you guys a story. It's essentially I went to the doctor's a couple weeks ago, and see, I have a remote with me.
I'll call abuse. It's on YouTube.
Call abuse. Yeah, fucking expose me. Get Keemstar, the fucking gnome, racist piece of shit, bearded, bald head. Fucking gnome. That is killer Keemstar. Yeah, get him to expose me. I don't give a fuck. Let him DDoS me.
My former stepfather was afraid of gnomes.
Oh,
That's what it made me laugh.
He's afraid of Gnome Star then. Great. Okay. So we were driving back from the doctor's, and we're up on the steep. It's like the top of the steep hill. It's right before we get down to the decline that actually takes us down to down to Highway 95. And we're about to go, and the car runs out of gas. It had a half a tank, but the way my dad's gas tank is that it has to be on a incline going up for the car to get fed gas. So we weren't on an incline; we were on a level plane, and it did not have enough gas for it to for the car to keep going. So the car stops. It's right about maybe like 20 feet before the decline starts. So we can't drive. We can't do anything. And so we sit there for a few minutes, and I go, "Why don't we just push and then ride it down?" And my dad's like, "All right, fuck it, let's go." So we push it, and it starts going down the hill as a decline. And it goes down. We get it to 50 miles an hour. I was watching it. It went to 55, and we ran 2 stop signs. And one of them we couldn't see where the car was, or where there were cars, so we were nervous that like we were gonna T-bone a car.
You were gonna get T-boned.
Yeah, and it was crazy. No, we were gonna be the ones T-boning, because when you get T-boned, when you get T-boned, you're getting hit by the car. When you're the one doing it. Yeah, but it would have been so slight that it would have just been a nudge, and then we would have just gotten flipped. It would have been a T-bone. It would have been a full-on wreck. We get down to the bottom, though, and we coax the fucker into a gas station, and we're so relieved. We're so happy. We're like giving each other high fives or laughing about the whole thing. And the car's battery dies. I can't tell you how horrible it is to have such the greatest feeling in the world, and then have something just go, "Oh, it didn't matter. You're fucked over." And we were in the gas station. We were parked at the gas station for 2.5 hours. And we finally got the car towed home. Part 2. The night before, I had eaten a big bowl of chili and 2 hot dogs. And I went to bed. I didn't take a shit. I had gone to bed. So I'm at the doctor's, and after this whole thing happens, we're sitting out there in the gas station. I down about 3 Cokes. He downs about 3 Cokes. We're sitting out in this hot sun baking, like we fucking it's horrible. We go home, we get it towed, and the guy drops it off perfectly into the driveway. And I go home, and I sit down, and I'm right in this chair actually, and I'm sitting there and I'm resting, and I start feeling this really slight pains in my stomach. I'm like, "Oh fuck it, I'm fine." It gets really bad. So then I run to the bathroom and I try to poop, nothing. Come back a few minutes later, what I could be described was it trickled down like piss out of my ass. And I looked down, and it was this brown-stained hummus, liquid hummus shit that had come out of my ass. And, I'm like, oh, fuck, that's horrible. So I stop, I come back a few minutes later, and then chunky stuff starts coming out. It's like, oh, and then I farted in the middle of it, so it exploded out and sharded, and it like covered all the bottom of the toilet just with this like crap. I made sure I didn't get up because I know if I did, the smell would come up and hit me in the face, and I'd just be like all in pain. But of course, I had to wipe my ass, so I had to get up. I get up and wipe my ass, and the smell hits me in the face, and I go, and I get everything done. The whole bathroom smells like fucking sewage drainage, and I run out, I shut the door, leaving it in there. I did flush the toilet, but the smell circled around that room, around the bathroom. And I sit down, and I lay down on the bed, and I'm sitting there I start crying to myself because it hurt so much. I was like, genuinely like, oh my god, it hurts so much, like bitching in my bed, and I start getting over it, and I start playing, I was playing Fallout 4, and I can hear my dad walking into the bathroom, and he opens the door, and all I hear him goes, oh! Oh! He's like, cursing and stuff. He comes into my room, he's like, what the fuck did you do to the bathroom? I go, I don't know, I didn't do anything in the bathroom. He was so mortified by what it was like it hit him in the face like it hit me in the face. It was like, oh, you could just tell it was like night and day. Oh, he looked at me, he's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Because he like he took like a sewage shit in the fucking in the toilet. And that was one of the worst days I ever had. It was like it went from bad to good to bad to worse in like 3 hours. It was horrible. I drank a Coke right after that, though. So I immediately thought, like, I gotta stop doing this. Drink Coke. And that's what happened to me.
Don't you know Coke solves all your problems?
We actually, the last time we did a podcast, we were not in school, so we did go back to school. And what's it been like? It's been a couple weeks, right? It's been like 3 weeks. What's it like? A couple weeks. Something like that?
Something like that. And it's boring!
It's boring. What about you?
That's okay so far.
Okay so far? Now, I said this.
Since we all dig off in the fucking 3rd hour.
I said this the last time we did a podcast. I said that we were not going to talk about a certain someone at all, unless he was rude to us.
Was it to me?
No.
Was it to me?
Well, it was to me.
I don't think it was to Joe.
It was to me. So.
You got full on dickage.
So.
Did you like that dickage?
No, it was salty.
Slimy?
No.
Tiny?
Toothpick.
Toothpick,
It was like.
Sonny boy.
Alright, so.
Toothpick dick.
We can talk about this. So this is what happened. I'm in class. We're in game design, which is like fucking amazing. Game design is somewhere we just like, it's been so much fun doing it, yeah. Clap for me, yeah. Jack's mad because he wanted to get into game design. Stop clapping. Don't clap at me. He wanted to get into game design, he couldn't. So, I'm in game design, and we're testing now for the OneNote and in that class it's great and so much more efficient because we don't have to write anything down. We just type. We type notes and we use stuff like that, which I've been praying for to happen at the school, but it hasn't, but now it's going to happen. They said next year that's going to happen along with, they're going to bring Windows 10 to everybody now. Great that it's our last year here.
Yeah.
So
it's good that our last year is the age before Windows 10.
Windows 10 is not bad though. Windows 10 isn't bad.
It's
if your PC is good, it's good to you. If your PC is not good like mine, it's not good to you.
Exactly.
But Windows 10 is really good.
I tried upgrading and it didn't work out so well.
But this is what happens. So we're in game design, and essentially, with tests, you can do them whenever you want. You just got to get them done by Thursday. Same with the bell work, same with all that stuff, and you're typing it. And each student has their own account with that's associated with Outlook and associated with OneDrive. your OneDrive account can hold over 1 terabyte of data now. That's every student's account now with OneDrive. So that's awesome. I wonder how much that cost.
The U drive.
It's not U drive. No, they completely canceled U drive now. It's just OneDrive.
U drive's still there though.
Yeah, but it's non-existent. It's pointless to say something U drive because it's just going to stay on that computer. It's not going to go to any other computer. So like it's non-existent anymore. They don't use it. With OneDrive now, you just sign into your Microsoft account, which could either be your school's account or your own personal one if you want it. But for the sense of game design, we have our own, which is fine. I still use my own personal one for like the C# and JavaScript lessons, which Mr. Chris said that was totally fine. But what Josh didn't comprehend was that anywhere you could sign into OneNote, anywhere you could sign into Office.365 or OneDrive. He doesn't comprehend this. So when we're doing the work, we have to switch over. We were switching over to the Windows side of the Macs. We were on Mac, and we switched to Windows, which you can do. It's really easy to do. And he's taken forever, and he fucks up a couple times getting there, so he takes longer than others. Like me, I fucked up a lot, but I got it done immediately after because I could go home and do it. But we get on. He doesn't get the bell work done. We do the test. This was a week ago. He doesn't get the bell. He doesn't get the test done, and he's mad, and he's yelling and stuff like that, freaking out in the class. Nothing too bad. Wasn't doing it to me. Wasn't doing it to Faylene, even though we're kind of like, oh, fucking great, very great. Nice job signing up for this class. You don't know what the fuck to do. But Faylene and I were sitting there, we're talking. It's awesome because Faylene and I are like, just like goofing on in that class, but we get shit done. And we go into 5th hour. You have left at this point. So good thing you didn't see this happen. We were in class and Josh is pounding on his desk now, and I go to Josh. I'm like, Josh, you can take the test at home. You can do stuff at home. You can sign into. I'm calmly by the way I'm saying this. Say it like this. Like, yo, Josh, you can just you can do the work at home. You can sign in. And he's like, why doesn't it make any sense? And I go, look, it's simple. You just go and you sign in with your Mojave accelerated account that you have on at home. You can go ahead and download the software at home. And he's sitting there and he starts screaming at me that I'm stupid and I'm lying to him, and I'm like, no, I'm not lying to you. How do you think I get my work done when I can't do it? And he's like, oh, that's bull crap. That's crap. I'm like, it's not crap. I'm telling you the truth. Don't fucking yell at me when I'm trying to help you. That's Wednesday. Thursday, that was last Wednesday. This Thursday, we're doing work. Again, similar situation. And, I'm sorry, it's Wednesday. It was this last Wednesday, and we're doing work again. And, Windows has a lot of updates that Kern doesn't do, or Kern would do updates, but then there was computers that because they take too long, you don't do the updates. And sometimes when you're going on Windows, there's an option of restart, so that way you take it back to Mac. And if it says update and restart, don't do that. Just shut down and then turn your computer on and go back to Mac. So we're all getting ready to get off, and Faylene did it. And she the whole class, he couldn't work because it was updating. So she was all mad. She's like, fuck this bullshit, it's funny as hell laughing at it. I laugh my ass off. Josh is about to sign out. And when Josh signed out, get ready, I'm like, Josh is like, I do not know what to do. And Josh has told us like 20 times, by the way. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. And Rebecca and I are telling you how to do it. And we go, okay. It's like, okay, what does it say when you go to click restart? And he goes, update, restart. I'm like, okay, don't do that. And he goes, okay. And we go, okay, go and just, instead of hitting that, hit shut down. And we were not paying attention to his screen at this time, I will say beforehand. And he goes, okay. And then we did what he clicked, and what he didn't tell us is that he clicked update and restart. You do that, fuck it, let it go. You got it. There's no choice at that point. It says update and restart. Do not turn off your computer. So we did not say that. We did not see that. So we said, okay, then just turn off your computer then after it's done. So he holds the button down. We get up and we see it's updating and restarting, and we go, okay, let go of the button. Don't click that. And he has this big fucking meltdown, and he goes, oh, thanks a lot. Oh, fucking damn it. He goes, thanks a lot, guys, screaming at me like, oh my god, I didn't do what you said. What do I do? I'm like, we're not going to tell you now. Just fucking believe it. And he's like, he just grunting and shit like that. We go out. I'm mad
His own
now.
fault.
I'm mad now because he's yelling at me and he's yelling at Rebecca. So I'm mad, and we get in the 5th hour, and I'm talking to Jeremy about it. And I'm talking to Jeremy. Josh comes over. I'm like, I'm talking to my friends. You're not a friend. Go away. And he's all getting mad at me again. I'm like, it's not my fault for being a total bitch and a dick, but that's what happened. So, that was the worst thing that I've experienced this year.
Yeah.
I wanted to go this senior year, our very last year without any problems, but I don't think that's going to happen. So,
No.
if he does it again, we'll talk about it again. But that's all I wanted to say.
It always doesn't happen in front of me. I talk with
But-
righty and lefty.
But you were mad. You were mad when I told you the short version of it. You were pissed that he was yelling at me. You were like, I'm not yelling.
I'm mad just for the fact of being you talk shit down to my friends, I'll fuck you up. I may not be strong to people, but believe it or not, I can fuck a person up.
Jeremy was talking. This is funny. The next day, Jeremy was talking about it. He said he was talking about that Josh was not meant for game design class. He's not meant for it, and he's talking about how he's a child. Josh is walking by while this happens, and Josh turns and looks, and Jeremy goes, "Oh hey, Josh," like that. Rebecca's in there crying, and
Josh.
Josh just sits down like nothing happened. What was funny on Thursday? This was funny that
I'm
happened.
gonna talk to Kern, but you should force one of your students out so I can join in. You know you love me, Kern.
And so this is what happened. So Josh, we were taking a test in Sanders. All right, we're taking it. I aced it. Yeah, went wrong. It was nice. Happy. We're taking it. It's Sanders' class in 5th hour. It's got a lot of the kids that had Sanders 4th hour and sophomore, and that had Martin's class in 4th hour in junior. It's got all of those kids in there. Billy's sitting right next to Josh. Okay. And we got a bunch of people sitting next to Josh, and they're all talking right before we're starting to take the test, which is normal. You're talking to your peers in class. That's a normal thing. Josh is already working on the test, which is fine. You can start working early. But people are talking. Josh starts telling people to shut up. As usual. Says it once, no one's listening. Says it twice. This time he's screaming. And one person was like, oh god, because they never experienced it before. Everybody starts looking, and Billy lays into Josh. He's like, Billy goes on. Billy goes like, look, we can talk to each other, okay? If you got a problem, just leave. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be talking to us. Billy, I didn't hear the remark that Josh made, but it made Billy get up and go, oh my god, I'll beat the shit out of this kid. Billy got mad, and Billy went like, because he couldn't get eat. He's like, it's not right to get. Goosebaba from Anchorman. Goosebaba from Anchorman. And Billy's getting mad. Josh yelling a lot of the time. He doesn't get the test done. Counter on his desk. Sanders trying to help by being a calm, collected person. And people are walking around talking. What's his name? Can't think of his name, but he's a really tall one.
Tyler?
Is that Tyler? Is that his name?
Does he have blonde hair?
He's the tall one that what? He's in our 3rd hour. I don't know if that's his name.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Oh, Gibby!
Gibby. Yeah, Gibby.
I call him Gibby.
And he was making a lot of funny noises in Sanders' class. And he was being really fucking annoying to Josh, but we were laughing at it. We were making some funny jokes and stuff. And he's just like, you're weird to Josh, to Dylan. And Dylan's like, no, they're getting on. It was a funny day.
One thing I gotta say, seniors dodged a major bullet this year.
Oh, you want to talk? You want to talk about this?
I guess. Well, now since when we were in freshmen and up, we really didn't care about Galileo. But now.
And Galileo didn't care about us.
No.
Well,
No, it did
sophomore year we had Galileo testing by Carlson. He graded it, of course.
Which was a pain. But continue. But junior year.
Junior year we didn't really take it for a grade. We just took it. Senior year, now all juniors, freshmen, and sophomore had to take it, and it counts as a grade.
And then you have to pass it to be able to pass the class.
So if you get fuck it up, you have to go to summer school to make it up, which was.
So that's the AZ merit.
That's AZ merit. Galileo though,
you still go for Galileo.
Oh, is it still for Galileo? Oh.
Yeah, I think it's for Galileo too. You go to Friday school, or if you don't have it done by
Yeah,
then.
you do go to Friday school. Yeah.
But then if you don't have it, if you don't go, you'll get referrals, and then you'll be sent to summer school.
Regardless though, it still tanks your grade if you fuck it up.
Oh
now.
yes. Indeed.
And
Indubitably.
they were telling us at these times.
Dapper Daniel.
And I think Joe and I had the same reaction. Because we were like, oh fuck. Because we don't have to take it this year. We don't have to take it. Seniors don't take it. The only test we do have to take to pass is a citizenship test. But that's common sense. We're American. Citizenship test.
You know what's funny? So I realized in my second hour I have Dapper Grayson.
Do you have Dapper Grayson?
I got Dapper Grayson in my second hour.
Dapper Grayson's man. Not Grayson, just Dapper Grayson.
I call him Grayson, but I just want to go Dapper Grayson.
Dapper Grayson. It's funny. I almost forgot Haley's name. Because I keep calling her Chibi.
Oh, Chibi. I forgot her name too, actually. What's her actual name?
There was a point where I did forget it, and I'm like, what the fuck's her name? Because I'm used to calling her GB, and then someone said, I'm like, oh, Haley, okay, good. I need to call her that now once a week, because I need to remember that her name's Haley, it's not just Chibi. It should be Chibi. She should get it legally changed.
I'm just going to keep calling her Chibi forever.
What if you forget her name?
Hello, Chibi. My name's not Chibi.
Chibi, your name's Chibi. Say, quit calling me Chibi. I don't know your name.
I
So I'm just gonna
I
call
don't
you
remember
Roger.
your actual
It's
name.
gonna be like 30 years down the line. You're gonna be like old. And you're gonna be like, Chibi. She's gonna go, have a heart attack. Is there anything interesting that's happened over the summer that you want to talk about? No? Nothing? How many times did you get grounded this summer? None?
No.
Oh, you moved out? Where did you live now? Oh, Roberts? Oh. Sure, I forgot about that. How many times were you grounded when you were living with your guardians?
Forever.
There are times where he disagreed with his guardians and they go, grounded. So funny.
Honestly, that kind of hints over to the racist side.
But
That's how I feel, honestly,
Paul was
about it.
right.
oh, Paul. I've heard story. You want to talk about some Paul stories?
Aw.
I forgot Paul's stories really.
Didn't he call you an N-word one time?
Yeah, because he was drunk.
He was drunk, and you came over because he was drunk, right?
I lived there.
No, but you came over that night because he was drunk, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
He did come over the night that Paul was drunk, and you stayed the night. And my dad understood the situation. You didn't need to know you stayed the night, but you told me the story. What did he say? He said like, I don't like most N-words, but you're the exception. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, we can't say the N-word.
Yeah. Joe, we say it.
I know, I'm just saying, for the fact of it being that I've already fucked up and said it before.
Oh my god, yeah.
By accident.
I told you about this, right?
No.
We were playing Cards Against Humanity, and
I tried to say nugget.
yeah,
And I
I tried
tried
to say
the
nugget.
N-word.
Tried to say
I said dick I tried to say
You said it
dick
twice, though.
swaddling. Yeah,
nugget.
but I tried to say dick swaddling nugget. I said dick swaddling.
You
And
said
I
it,
went,
you said it twice, and the second time you're
Like what?
with our reactions, Maddie looks up. Sammy's like, and I go, oh, we have to bleep it now, and I had to cut it out. It was like the worst thing because I couldn't find it. It was just the worst.
It's funny because like in Nicklin's class, I accidentally said because I have nicknames for him.
Did you call him it?
Yeah, like I realized I'm like, oh god, and I couldn't stop saying it for some reason until I finally stopped.
How many times did you call him it?
Twice.
Twice. Oh.
I said
What did Nicholas say?
he didn't actually really hear me, so I
Oh,
was happy.
God. What
I
did he
meant
do?
to say Nick Curse, and it came out as
Yeah.
That's kind of like easier to fuck up there though.
That's like, you know.
Nuggets is still pretty.
That's
Like-
like
I
your
also,
knickers, you know.
Yeah.
I also call
Your
him
tidy
Nicky.
whities.
I call him Nicklika. Nicklika, and I call him Panda Man.
Wasn't it something with nipples, nippling or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Because
There's a lot.
he told us some great
Have
stories.
you gone into his room?
No, not yet.
He's got like this in the new rooms. There's a little like the bigger ones like his. There's a giant little bracket that indents into the room, and he's got all his fucking panda shit up there as a fucking monument. And there's still room for more, and he wants to fill it up.
We'll go buy him a fucking panda mug. Like it's a full blown panda and has like the.
I wanna buy him Tropic Thunder, and I wanna loop the scene where Ben Stiller stabs the shit out of the panda over and over and over again.
Just for the whole movie.
Nicholas like, oh my god, why? Don't do that, please stop. No. Nicholas so laid back. So when you get him pissed off, you know you fucked up bad because it takes so much.
I remember when Josh got him mad.
Yeah.
Josh got him pretty. He just stayed quiet. He was just like.
I mean, it was too much. His hair's really long right now, Nicholas, though. It's so weird.
He looks like a hippie.
He looks like a hipster.
You gotta give him some shade.
Huh?
You gotta give him some shades. Get the hippie costume out. Get the hippie costume out.
No, we don't have those anymore. Because you lost them.
Oh yeah.
We were. It was last Halloween. I was Scream. I was the killer, and he was a hippie.
It got stuck in the hair and then poof.
And yeah, no, and then he's like, he probably shook it, and then they fell.
I don't know, but it got caught in the hair. I was like, ah! So I just left it there, and it fell out and disappeared. Gone to the world. Disappeared.
Disappeared.
Disappeared. Because thankfully it was.
I like to go back and watch the older podcasts we've done, because basically what we did on those podcasts is we would talk for 10 minutes and then we would watch a movie.
For 2 hours.
2 hours. We watched both Grudges, both Japanese versions, which were awesome.
They were
great when they were on
Watch them
Netflix.
I kind of want to find them and watch them again.
I want to do this. I want to have like a show where I get celebrities on and we do a debate with them. Don't knock that controller off.
Slap.
So there's one I want to do. I want to do one where we take every person who's played Banner in the Hulk movies and we have on a podcast and we just shit talk on Eric Bana because he did the worst Hulk. He's just a horrible fucking actor in general. He's alright, but like that Hulk movie, he was like, I have anger issues. So you don't.
I was trying to get a YouTuber to. I was talking to him and he actually talked back to me. And I talked to him and I'm like, oh, would you be interested in doing a certain thing, like through Skype? And,
Yeah.
be a part of it. And he's all, I'm going to eventually find a game for all of my fans to play on. I was like, I wasn't even talking about a video game.
So he answered you like a politician.
Yeah. He straight up was like, I wasn't even talking about a video game, but okay.
Hashtag Trump. Answer like a fucking moron. No, let's not talk about the presidents. Let's talk about the former presidents.
So Trump, no, he was a president.
So Mr.
But way
Cruz,
back and
Mr.
when.
Cruz has 2 accounts set up that he tested on, and he named them Hillary Trump and Donald Clinton. I was like, what the fuck?
GG,
Yeah,
bro.
GG.
GG Bridge.
What? So yeah, that was there's not a lot happened. So no one has any stories from school that are worth telling. Anything happened that's funny in guitar? Jack looked like he just that was his cum face. He's like because he hunched back too, like ha ha.
I thought about it. What time?
I don't know. I mean, which time? Like you told me stories. I don't know stories.
It's time. We were learning the chords for "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, we mow it, oh, we mow it, oh, we mow it, oh, we mow it, oh, we mow it," and all of a sudden, the dude goes, "Ah, a football player, but he's playing guitar. He's all, "Ah, wee!" All really high pitched, everything. I'm like, "Holy shit!" Then we also had a big discussion about changing the guitar to choir, and then we were joking around
You
laughing
do a
about
great
it.
job in choir like you did last year.
I look like a fucking dip.
I love looking at Jack. Think about Jack the way he was in choir last year when we did the play. It wasn't
It's a musical, and it was
a musical after
guitar.
and it was a musical that happened after school the last week of our junior year. And Jack was the Phantom of the Opera.
I look like a wannabe vampire.
He looked like fucking Edward from 12, just a little tanner.
Correct.
Fucking shovel face. Oh my
It
god, it
was
was
so bad.
I like when he was on the piano. He fucked up something he was gonna say, and you know, but you almost went, you were like, "Flah." You almost said fuck.
I went, "Fuck."
The audience caught it. They were laughing. My dad's like, "Did you just say fuck?" I looked dapper in my suit.
I need a suit. I want to start wearing a suit every day, because they'll actually allow you at the school to wear a suit every day.
Well, we need to go on panels. If we ever go on a panel, I want to go.
I need to find a purple suit.
No. It's black, but the shirt's purple.
I didn't find an actual purple suit.
No, I know. But like when we go out to events like that, if we ever do events, we would wear essentially the same exact suit. The difference is the shirt is a different color, and then we wear a
It should
hat.
just be the tie that's a different color.
The shirt would look better. pops out more. And then we'd have a hat.
Still work.
We'd have a one look good. You have purple. You need the contrast. You're tagging out real quick. What are you doing? Oh, bathroom.
Thank God, now he's gotten a tree. Oh, I like doing that whenever somebody leaves.
So let me give out Joe's phone number.
Leaks.
That'd be horrible.
Don't want another Chewbacca rampaging around.
Oh, Jack, yeah. I like when Jack.
They just gotta put him in a onesie or a jacket.
Yeah, they put him in a onesie that was a Chewbacca or Chewbacca jacket, and then they put like he looks so. For those of you who are listening, we were talking about the two posters I have in the background. I have in my room. I have a Funhouse poster, and I have the Achieve Wars poster from Achievement Hunter.
I love how Leia has a fucking shotgun. She did it.
I like though the loophole. What they did for Lindsay is they put her name's not Leia Naga. The Lindsay, she just put earmuffs on to make it like the buns. My goal is Han Solo, just Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ryan's it's a funny poster. Jack, stop staring at the poster. You want to fuck Gavin's nose, but stop staring at the
I
poster.
was even looking at Gavin.
You are looking at Gavin.
I was looking off at the face with
Gavin's-
the fucking
Gavin's-
twirly mustache.
Gavin's giant nose.
I was looking
Oh, twirly mustache. Yeah, Jeff was growing that mustache for a long fucking time too.
It just looks so cool.
Yeah, he purposely grew it out. Where he had it was handlebar.
Oh,
He had handlebar. It looked awesome because it was small and petite.
kind of what I want.
It looked like Dapper Grayson's mustache. So
The picture was perfect.
it was.
It was amazing.
Just little baby Dapper Grayson.
I missed that. I wanted to have that like on standby so I could be like, remember this? Oh, and I gotta talk to him on Monday and be like, you remember Dapper Grayson? He's like, no.
I'd be offended if you didn't remember that.
I wouldn't. I just laugh. So you don't remember your picture with the top hat?
He goes, oh,
With the monocle?
the mustache.
And the mustache.
I liked the mustache because he was so small it covered his mouth, so he was just the mustache.
Mustache breaks into.
So, what was one of the funniest things? Like, we could talk about stories that's happened to us, like either years and years ago before we met. What's one of the funniest stories you remember from long ago? No.
I don't think there's an actual town named Kickapoo.
I like the times where Joe and I were camping and we were out. And I went and the camp counselor touched us.
Oh,
Where did he touch you, Sonny? Joe's not giving me a doll. No, that's not true. That's me. But we were at camp, and it was a church camp. We were in. I'm gonna tell you two stories. So we were trying to sleep, and I was getting really angry because everybody on Joe's side was really being loud and obnoxious. Even the camp counselors were telling us to stop. So I go in, and I didn't mean to do this, but I wanted to turn the light off, and I grabbed the light. It was Joe's light that he gave us money, and I broke it. I'm walking out, and Joe just boom punches me in the back, and I go, oh! And I look back. I had a bruise on my back afterwards. I'm like, oh. I felt so bad. Joe was fine with it a few days later, but like Joe was pissed. Joe was cursing too. It was funny. It was so fucking funny.
I like the other story better.
Which one?
When he did that weird fucking thing, he like popped up. He fucking did a weird face. Was it some weird story you talked to me about?
What did I tell? Do you know what I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about? Which one was it? When did that happen?
The first time we went camping, and then
What was that you just did? First time we. was the hot sauce?
Oh shit! That hot sauce is gonna kill us all night.
I know.
I'll take it all.
What was okay? Continue though.
we're all sleeping or trying to, and we didn't know the temperature.
Oh, yeah?
Going up. And then I just come out of under Robert or over, and I just go like that. And
Oh yeah, no, okay, but the context behind that story was we were we had the whole tent to ourselves, right? We could spread out, but we were cold that night.
Not really, because the
Oh, the little ones, oh no, because we were packaged all together in one part of the tent. It was cold. So instead of sleeping separately, we all huddled up together. It was like a pyramid of boys.
Except I was on the top.
Kenny, yeah.
Oh.
Well, no, first you were on the bottom, and then when you came up and you did the thing like you were doing something to Robert back there. but it was funny because Kenny was right next to me. We were doing butt to butt, right, which is how guys are supposed to sleep. But he comes up next to me, puts his leg over me, and starts humping me, and I go, "Oh, stop!" Well, yeah. Joe's head pops up, and he goes, he looks, and he goes, and then lowers his head back down. One of the funnier stories we only talk about from those days. Oh my god, it looks so gay going back now though. We were so in a big pile of boys. Like, I was getting assaulted by Kenny. You can ask Kenny about it too. Ask Kenny how was church that one year. It was like,
I should bring it into essence.
You know, Kenny humped Daniel one time. Yeah, at a church camp. Don't bring it up till I'm around so I can see it.
Wasn't he twerking on you too?
Yeah, both. He was humping my leg and then twerking as well. It's like, back up to me. I think was it Michael Kern moaning as well?
I think it was Montano.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, oh, making it weirder. I'm sure the outer view would have been like just a pile of just kids, just like interlaced over each other.
I'm glad that
Joe's going like this.
I'm glad the way that I am. If I was to actually go, I'd literally sleep outside.
No,
it was freezing.
It was so
Even
bad.
freezing.
No.
I love the cold sometimes.
But like it was like bad freezing. It was like what was it like mid or late November, right? I think when we went. I was huddled up in my nice cocoon sleeping bag, which is awesome. Kenny unzipped the sleeping bag and got in next to me. They're like, stop!
It's funny because I would have walked there. I would have just been like.
I think Michael stripped down or something, and he got on top of everybody. I'm like, ah! He only had his underwear on. I'm like, oh, I'm seeing too much of my friends. I need to stop. I'm not gonna be my friends anymore. Joe's sitting there. It would look so bad, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Because I don't have a story to tell then. What was another funny time?
Camping.
Oh no, I'm really tired. We were at the lake.
We should all go camping.
We had a tent, and it was the time Nathan was with us, and the tent didn't have a roof, and it started pouring.
That was the day I came back from football.
Yeah, I had my tent perfectly fine. People got in with the tent with me, but like it was a little one. But like everybody else was so because they didn't put the tarp on. They're like, oh fuck it, we don't need the tarp. It just started pouring them, and everybody freaking out.
I don't even think I slept in that tent.
No, I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Joe and I got out of I got out of my tent. Joe and I put a blanket out. Joe and I just slept and looked at the stars for a little bit. We were like fucking around. That is what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucked around. And we were just like sleeping.
What's going on here?
Nothing, you dirty fucker. We weren't doing anything. We just sat and watched the stars like two heterosexual men do
when hanging out with one another.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny is I saw a picture. Starting to go off this, but I saw a picture of a grandfather clock and a little girl looking at me like, "Why do they call it a grandfather clock?" And the grandpa's all, "No idea, sweetie." And you know how the pendulum goes back and forth? You see the old man in a robe, and you see his balls fucking swinging back and forth. With a cup of coffee, he's like, "I have no idea." And the picture's completely animated. So you see.
That's funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
There was a funny thing that
Junior balls hang low to the balls.
I'm trying to think of what had happened. If there's another story that happened to us at camp, I don't think there was any.
Besides capture the flag.
Oh, the origin of Joe's moans and noises. Okay, so we were you know he does that a lot in class. Well, the origin of those is him and I were out. I have footage of this. I still have it. I believe it's on this computer as well, so we might be able to take a look at it real quick. But if I don't, I maybe forgot to film it. But we're out walking. We're a couple of acres away at this point. We had the forest ourselves. We were like a couple of yards away. And we were going further and further, and we can hear kids walking around. Joe just lets out this big gorilla scream, "Whoa!" and you can hear it echo through the forest like it was a monster. It was fucking funny. And then like afterwards, he would just do little versions like, do one. Yeah, like that one.
We should all go camping.
We should. And do a big body pyramid.
No. And boy.
It started out.
Playful.
It started out like a perfect pyramid, and then we just all tumbled on top of each other.
I was on the top, so I was comfortable.
I was so glad I was on the edge because, well, no, I wasn't because Kenny
Knowing
was like,
me, I would have rolled over to where the whole thing would have fell.
you know the edge of the tent? Kenny was thrusting himself onto my leg so much that I was getting pushed back up against the edge of the tent. I'm like, oh, stop it.
Oh, he's not gonna bring that up to Essence.
We need to talk about it.
Bring it up to Essence.
Woo! That would be so,
Hilarious. Like how we're just laughing our asses off.
Ah.
So let's talk about big noses now. Talking about the person I had to do a founding father presentation on.
Oh my god.
He has Gavin's nose times 3.
Gavin's no one can top Gavin's nose. Gavin's nose is like fucking Nigel Thornberry's nose. Shout out to Gavin Free from Rooster Teeth. Shout out to Rooster Teeth. Yeah.
Nostrils are like that.
I like the shadow of his nose. It's fun. But you wait. I heard it.
What?
I heard you burp.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did burp.
I was looking there the whole time.
No, you didn't.
You both fucking heard it.
I saw you. Lying. Thief.
There was an outtake.
Step into the light.
I was working on the chase, right? And there was an outtake where I was doing lines. Every once in a while, because I'm not a thin person, I got some weight to me. I did this thing. I was talking and I went into the mic because I couldn't have breathing as I was like. It was like a year ago when I was doing lines. I was like, the funniest thing. I was like,
Step into the light.
What?
You don't know?
What? No. It's from fucking Hobbit. I never watched any of the Hobbits. I'm sorry. I don't support people like to milk off of a dead writer.
Yeah, they did for both series.
Yeah, so fuck them.
He actually straight out said that he did not want them put into film.
He did not want the movie
They
to.
waited until
They waited till he died.
I think that's gay. I honestly do,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm kind of glad they did it. At the same
Fuck
time.
New Line Cinema.
I still kind of like it for the fact that it gives me a good fantasy.
Lord of the Rings was alright. The trilogy was okay.
Lord of the Rings was awesome,
But the trilogy, but that trilogy was like because it went off of 3 different books. I mean, like the Hobbit went off of 1 book, and it was 3 movies.
Not just that though. It went off of movies that were made for that book, because there are a lot of movies that were made for that book that had different types in it.
Yeah, but don't even try to defend them. You know for a fact
I liked them.
they wanted to make money off it, so they stretched it out into 3 movies.
I still like them. That's all
I don't. I
can
refuse
say.
to like those movies. I don't even like to. I don't even want to
And
watch them.
mainly, it's mostly them walking. That's the main point of the movie.
Yeah,
They're
it's
walking.
worse than The Walking Dead.
It's like it's like, oh shit, a battle scene. You go out, you come back in, and they're walking again.
It's worse than The Walking Dead. At least The Walking Dead, you only have to endure 45 minutes of it. Fucking Hobbit, it's the whole fucking movie.
Well,
Oh, there's the dragon.
The dragon. They did great voicing for the dragon.
Oh, great.
I love the audio.
Was he walking too in the movie?
CGI. Yes, he was. he walked around for like maybe 5 seconds and he flew.
Yeah.
And then he got taken down. But that was in the next movie because it ends on him going,
I am fire. I am
Well, he certainly,
death.
he certainly
He
walks
flies.
like fucking fire.
He does.
Yeah, so no, yeah, see, so it's the Immortulous. That's why I refuse to watch the movies. I refuse to watch those movies. I just don't have any
That
faith in
reminds
them.
me of a song from Wiggles.
Walking?
This. It reminds me from the fucking Wiggles.
Seriously, it's like the gif of SpongeBob walking for 2 minutes in the SpongeBob episode is more entertaining than the Hobbit put together.
I still like it.
I don't.
I thought it was a great idea, but
It was a poorly executed idea.
They could. No, I think it was a great idea, but I don't
Poorly
think it was
executed.
I don't think it was a great idea to make it into 3 movies.
If it was one movie, like a 2-hour movie, I would have completely tolerated it. I would have been like, oh, this is cool. But it wasn't.
It was trying to make you feel
Make money.
characters.
It wanted to make
was
money.
That too. It
No.
was it was that too, but it was trying to help you feel for the characters.
That's like when you split off Harry Potter into 2 different movies.
Because they did an hour-long movie for the whole thing, and you didn't feel anything for everybody who died. They're trying to get you to feel. feel a lifeline for these people.
For Harry Potter.
No, I'm talking about for The Hobbit. Harry Potter, you want to talk about a long ass fucking movie? You got 8, 9 movies.
You got 8 movies, and I skipped part 1 of Deathly Hallows. I go, oh no, I watched it in theaters, but I go, oh, Dobby died. That's all that happened, and then I watched part 2.
Dobby!
I skipped to Dobby dying, then I went into part 2. Dobby's back. Yeah, sure. Dobby got hit.
Dobby.
He'll get stabbed.
Dobby.
Stop.
Master.
Stop.
Dobby.
Sock.
Dobby is free.
You know he didn't wear that sock.
No, he just like sat there and he was just
He
like.
stuck the sock into his Dobby dick, and then
What I think when he did, he sat there and he's like snips it or something.
yeah, and then he shoved it in his dick and cummed in it.
Shoved it in his dick.
Did
and
you
come
see
in
him
it.
wearing the sock? No, you see him wearing shoes. Doesn't have the sock. Dobby is free.
Dobby is free.
Yeah, Dobby's free, all right. He's free because he can do the sock.
Dobby.
The sock's all crusty and shit, flaky.
Smells like Parmesan cheese.
Ugh. See, but who the Hobbit? The Hobbit centers around essentially some of the side characters that were in Lord of the Rings. Am I correct?
Yes, and somewhat no, for the fact of being that Lord of the Rings was a spin-off of The Hobbit.
Okay.
So technically, The Hobbit's.
So now you're telling me that the Hobbit is the real story and not Lord of
No,
the Rings.
the
And Lord of the Rings is a spin-off. Because that's an
Yeah.
insult to Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is a spin-off because
That's
Hobbit was made
the
first.
biggest fucking insult.
Hobbit was written first.
Okay, but Lord of the Rings is
intended
better.
it to be a sequel,
Lord of the-
which he did say that's a sequel. That's why he put it all in one giant ass book. Hobbit, Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King.
Okay.
If that's the right order.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, I had to think about that.
But
Would it have been good with just Lord of the Rings? Yes. Did they need to make Hobbit in the
No.
movies? No.
they didn't even make the Hobbit at all. They didn't need to make Lord of the Rings,
They did not. They weren't supposed to.
and they weren't supposed to make Hobbit.
But they're just like, he's dead.
Yeah, so
That's what they think about it.
So it's already has a lot of backlash with it then, knowing that they're making something off a writer they waited to die before they could make the movie. So
How many people do you actually care about that, though?
people who are fans of him. And once it came to light, people got really pissed about it. People got mad when they found out that
People
it was
did get mad, but how many out of everyone who's ever watched Lord of the Rings got mad?
70%. It was the 30 that didn't read the book and went to see the movie.
I've read every single book at least 8 times.
I read every single book once. Like with Harry Potter, I read every book before I watched every movie, so I knew what was going to happen. But I read every book of Lord of the Rings.
I read every book in like elementary
I
school.
didn't read The Hobbit.
I've read The Hobbit. I did it in sequence.
Because, look, okay, even if The Hobbit was written first, it's still treated as a spin-off. Because it was made after Lord of the Rings, after the movies were made.
The new one, yes, but there was an old movie. Technically, The Hobbit came first in both book form and
But
movie form.
it doesn't matter, even so, it would still treat it as a spin-off. A shitty spin-off, if that.
I wouldn't treat it as a spin-off. I'd treat it as the original story.
I-
A lot of fans would too.
I wouldn't. Just because of the way they executed and they made it, I wouldn't.
I thought it was alright.
I didn't think it was alright. Because, essentially, you're telling me that they took time to devote characters that you loved in The Hobbit, right? And then to where they have these things where some of them die.
Almost everyone but Bilbo dies.
Okay.
Everyone but Bilbo dies. At
Okay.
least I believe. I just think back.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Okay, so if that's
You
the
read the
case, so you're saying they take all this time to kill off those characters, right?
They're trying to get you to feel something for them.
You can do that in 2 movies. You can do that in 1 movie and then have it in 2. Because Harry Potter was able to do it in 2. Okay, no, I mean that's a bad example.
Harry Potter did it in 7.
Harry Potter didn't. But you can. But I've seen movies that have taken the time to do it into 1 movie and then do it in 2.
There are people who can, but apparently they don't have the skill to do that.
Because they're New Line Cinema. First off, and second off, they wanted to make money.
Story right there is that's that team.
No, look. They. This is what they said, and this is what they said with Lord of the Rings. They said, "Listen, we want to make your show into a movie." The guy goes, "Why?" And he goes, "We want to make money." No, he dies. Okay, let's make Lord of the Rings. Why?
I don't think he literally just came out and said, "We want to make money." I think he was saying, "I think it's a great story," and try to go and sugar him into it, which he still said no.
And but his whole goal was to make money.
Of works. Everyone's goal in life is to make money. Money
No,
makes the world go
but they
round.
didn't care about it. Okay, no, that's stretching it a little bit. They did care about Lord of the Rings because Lord of the Rings is fucking awesome. It was amazing, but they knew that fans would go flock to see it, and so they had their sole purpose was to make a profit out of it. It was a cash cow, a good cash cow, but
You mean
nonetheless
like,
a cash cow. Like Caddyshack 2.
Yeah.
That's a cash cow. Some of the Mask, a really bad cash cow.
I still thought it was funny, just for like the stupidness of it.
No, what? Some of the Mask?
Yeah. Just
No.
for, like the random bullshit that happened.
I can get in a big argument with you on this right now. That movie is demented, demonic crap.
I still think it's good. That's my opinion about it. You shouldn't have to fight my opinion.
No. But I'm saying that in terms of the original movie that Jim Carrey starred in, Cameron Diaz starred in, that is a cult classic, and was based off
You can't
of
blame them for wanting to try.
make money.
Just to make another spin-off. They were just thinking, oh, hey, people
Money.
like this. Okay, then what do you think people do on YouTube? They like this video. I'm gonna continue to make another video of this game, or I'm gonna make another vlog about this, or I'm gonna do this and do this and do this.
No, but
Because people seem to like it. Well, people like the Mask, so they thought, hey, maybe people will like the Son of the Mask, which not a lot of people did. Not a lot of people did, because I know a few people who do. Just like with The Hobbit, not a lot of people like The Hobbit. Some people do. Some people don't like Harry Potter. Some people do. You can't tell people they're stupid because they have opinions.
I'm not saying people are stupid. I'm saying that Son of the Mask is a stupid thing, just like The Hobbit. They're both in that class of cash cows that no one wanted to see. People said they wanted to see it.
People
But
still saw it.
It's like The Matrix. You wanted a sequel. Do you need it? No. It's
No.
like Hobbit. Do you want it? People wanted it. I'm not saying people didn't want it. People wanted it.
I wanted it.
But what they got wasn't something they one, deserved. And second, it was something they really didn't need. And they say they want it, but really no one wants stuff like that. It's like, okay,
So you're speaking for everyone.
I'm speaking for everyone. This is true. There are times where people will say, we want this, we want this, we want this. It's like with Spider-Man. They wanted to see...
The new Spider-Mans were fucking stupid.
When people found out they were rebooting it, people were like, oh, awesome, great, I want it. When it came out, this is shit. Why do we ever want this?
They're trying to make another one,
They are.
and MJ is gonna be black now.
Is it what?
MJ's gonna be black.
Is it Amazing Spider-Man? Is what the cast from the other two?
From the Amazing Spider-Man, I think they're making another one.
No, they're making Spider-Man
They
Homecoming.
want Zendaya.
They're making
Or something
Spider-Man.
like that.
They're
or
making
someone.
Spider-Man Homecoming, which is based off of the Spider-Man in Civil War. So I don't think that's true. It's not in the lineup.
He wasn't even that young when he got his powers. He was in fucking college. The original story of Spider-Man.
He was in high school.
He was in
High school, not college.
Somewhere high school, college.
He was in like his junior, senior year of high school.
Yeah, but not in like fucking middle school. That's where that kid was either in middle school or like in his freshman year.
He was in his sophomore. He was 16. That's
Either way, though,
Spider-Man.
It's still too young.
That's not too young. That's when
Off the
Spider-Man
story.
got his powers.
No, not you said junior or senior, not sophomore.
I know juniors that are in 16. So it's not. The kid just looks young, but that's in reality that is how you because
Plus, I don't think
Parker's just always been portrayed as more of an adult-ish person, but in reality, he's just a kid. He's a 16-year-old when he gets his powers. If you look back at the comics, he's just a 16-year-old that went to a field trip and got bit by a spider.
Yeah. People are trying to say that that didn't happen. I've heard people tell me that.
They're idiots.
I've had to deal with that. But it's just that I don't tell them they're idiots. I tell them, okay, that's your opinion. This is mine.
And then I show him the comic where he got bit by a spider.
I
which
don't
is the
prove
pilot.
anybody wrong. I don't like hearing people go, oh, well, because you're right, they're wrong. I'm just like, that's your opinion on it. Deal with it. You want to be that way. You want to go ahead and be ignorant about it and do all this stupid shit. You go ahead and do it. I'm not going to tell you you're moron. I'm not going to tell you you're stupid. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. You believe in what you believe.
But when anybody asks for a sequel, they're asking for it because they think the concept is cool and they want a sequel. It's like with
I wanted the sequel for Hobbit. I was glad I got it. I love the movies, and that's my opinion on them. You can't tell me that my opinion's wrong.
I'm not telling you your opinion's wrong. I'm saying that I just saying realistically that those movies aren't as good as they could have been, and to put it in a blunter way, they are shit. Because I'm just saying why I think that, and looking at factual information on the fact that the company New Line Cinema wanted, there was their sole intention, which is any time they do something like that, any company does something like that involves either making a sequel or doing something in that regard, they wanted to make money off of a great story.
Everyone does.
Not everyone
Why
does.
do you think people write books to get money? Why do you think people make money? Or make money to make money?
No.
They make movies to make money. They shell money out to make the movie to get more money. If it's a profit, if it's not a profit, they are okay. We did something wrong. People don't like it.
I can give you like 5 examples of people who made something to not make money.
It wouldn't matter though. It's money makes the world go round, and it's a sad thing. I hate saying it myself.
Okay.
I wish people were more like, oh, hey, you seem cool. Here's this, here's that, or like a barter system would happen. But in order for you to get anything in this world, you have to have money. You have to have some kind of political standing.
But I'm going to set you straight here, okay? There is a lot of people in this world. Companies.
I know there's some
count.
companies who don't do it for the money. I know there's some people who don't do it for the money.
The money.
Money. But still, money makes the world go round. That's my point of the matter. Is that
No, but that doesn't mean. But you're saying everyone's out to make money. I'm just saying shitty companies are out to make money.
Of course, shitty companies. How else are they gonna get better?
No, but companies are the only people. Are the really only people that do stuff to make money, to make a profit. But the rest of the world is not like that.
Not just companies.
Okay, people.
It's
But
just
that's
people
not.
in
That's
general.
not. That's like okay. I'll say that's 25% of the world. No, because there's a lot of people that do stuff for the purpose of doing something or to help people or for a nice charitable reason. Now, I was at
What year are we in?
2016. Yeah,
Not
no,
that many
yeah.
people are like that.
There are a lot of people like that. I can tell you right
There are a
now.
lot of people who are like that. There's even more who aren't and would say, "Fuck you. Go get a job. Go do this, and you can't because let's say you are in a wheelchair and you get like $300 for disability. Go get a job. Go. You can't live with me because I don't like you. You're a paraplegic. People are dicks in this world.
That's not everybody.
It's not everybody, but most of the world is. I mean, come on now.
No, not most of the world. I'll go as far as say it's divided 50-50.
I'll say about 55.
No, not.
For the fact of being, we have countries completely like that in the world that would shoot you for saying a stupid remark.
That's not. So not. That's not.
That happens in countries.
Where are you going with the subject now? I'm still on the subject of money.
I went to bad people apparently.
You didn't go to bad people. You completely changed the subject. I'm talking about making money with people and then make money. 50% of the world then.
Money. Yes.
50% of the
I'd
world.
say about
Bad people, a lot more than 50%. But there are people who do, a lot of people still, 50% of the world is still a lot of people that do something for the sake of, because it's right or because they want to help people. For good, generous reasons, not just to make money.
I've seen some people that are generous. Yes, I've seen a lot more people who are not.
Well, that's just because of people you've seen. I've seen a lot of people who are the exact opposite. There's some people I've seen that aren't generous and that are pretty fucking mean and who just want to only make money and all they care about is cash. But I've met a lot of people that aren't like that, and that don't like to make money, and that they just want to do something because they want to help people.
There are a lot of people who want to do that, and I'm not going to say that there isn't because I know there is at least one person that wants to help somebody because they have a good heart. And
But
I
in
know
the
it's
sense-
not just one person, but
In the sense of companies making movies and stuff like that, I will give you 5 examples right now of companies that did do something and it wasn't on the terms of making money. New Line Cinema, back in the 80s when they made Nightmare on Elm Street,
back in the 80s.
when they made Nightmare on Elm Street, they didn't do that to make money. They saw the story that Wes Craven was talking about, the script, and they said, "This is awesome. Let's do it."
Yeah, they didn't steal it though from a dead actor
No,
or
no,
a dead writer.
No, and no making money. No making money. They didn't want to make money on it because they didn't make any money on that movie. It did commercially well, and it exploded. But that first movie, they didn't make any money. They didn't care. They loved the movie for what it was. Another example would be I want to say what it was. It's usually any movie that's like a movie that sort of is a tribute to something, like the American Sniper, the one where it's about the story about the sniper that killed 140 people. It was a big like tribute to him, and he had gotten killed by a crazy guy. That movie was not made to make money.
Yeah, I never got to see that movie. I saw it in I didn't see the movie, but I saw how it was in theaters. I was like, I want to go see that.
It was a great movie, and they didn't care about making money. It was a total tribute to the people there. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, same thing. Usually, any of those like really specific movies that want to tell a story, they never really care about making money. Even some of the Marvel movies are like that. How even right now, the way they're going with I can say right now, maybe those first few Marvel movies from Phase 1, they wanted to make money off of, definitely. But when they kept going with it, and they're going in and now and they're now in Phase 3, about to finish this epic story, they're not doing it for money. They're doing it for fans.
There's a difference though between what you can see and what's really happening. I'm not trying to say that you're seeing the fog or anything like that. No, I'm just saying though, because we can see something, or we can hear things, or we can do things, and we have a completely different mindset about it, subconsciously. Sometimes we don't even know that's what we're trying to do. Sometimes we do, but we ignore it, and it ends up happening anyways.
Coming from someone who's seen almost every Marvel movie except Civil War,
I saw Civil War.
I can tell you right now, you can tell when a movie was made for a cash cow and to make money. You can tell, because not a lot of details.
Civil War was.
No, it wasn't.
I believe it was. Wait, am I asking? Am I talking about Captain America Civil War, or? I'm confused.
Captain America's, no, I haven't seen that one yet, but every movie, the first few Marvel movies I saw, like Thor, and...
You recording?
Yeah.
Bye!
Hi.
I need a sign.
Huh?
I need to make a sign for that door.
Well, yeah, how you riding the bus home?
I don't know.
You better, it leaves at 7:30.
What time is it now?
7:14.
Almost time to go.
Alright.
Here's the ticket.
Okay. Pop it up. Okay, but to continue subject, those first few Marvels, like Iron Man 2, Thor, those Stage 1 Marvel movies, those were made to make money, and you can tell
I didn't
because
like some of them. I mean, not as in they were cash cows or anything like that. I'm just saying I just didn't like some of them.
Because some of the stories weren't coherently thought out, and that's because they were made for money. When you tell they aren't made for money is when they're really, really, really good.
There's some really, 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 really good movies that are just for money, though.
Okay, but
There's people who do that.
those Marvel movies are one of those things that are not like that. You can tell because of the story. Because if they put their heart into it, what comes out is an awesome thing. It's not because of money. An example would be the Avengers movie. The movie that brought everybody together. That movie had so much careful, thought-out planning into it, and it took a long time to make. And they put their heart and soul. The people put their heart and soul. I mean, the actors were really good. Nick except Hawkeye. They took their time and they put their heart and soul into the movie. And what came out? An awesome movie. And it made a lot of money, but they weren't trying to make a lot of money. They were trying to do something that had never been done before. Because before that time, there had never been a show or a type of stuff where a story was told in a series of movies like that. Except like maybe Deathly Hot, like Harry Potter maybe, but this movie was essentially, it would go a different movie for a different Marvel superhero, and then they all converged to be in the Avengers.
Every movie's for money. Fucking hell.
No, every movie's for money? No.
Every movie will get money to somebody.
But not every movie is for money. Those Marvel movies really show that they didn't want to make money. And a perfect example is right now, every year they're going to be grinding out 3 Marvel movies at a time to tell stories, and to they're doing Thor Ragnarok this year, a movie that people are loving. They're doing.
I didn't hear about it.
Huh?
I haven't even heard about that.
Yeah, they showed a trailer for it at Comic-Con. It's awesome. I've seen some of it. It's gonna be Thor and Hulk and Asgard. It's gonna be fucking great. They're doing the Spider-Man Homecoming one. And they're doing, I think, Ant-Man and Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange looked cool.
They're telling these stories because they're setting up people and they're doing stuff and and they're doing it just for the fans. You can tell when you see the movies that they're doing them to please fans and to make fans happy.
But there's also the whole, oh, we want to make this super good, so we'll attract people in so that we can do this. There are companies like that. There's also people who have books that do that too.
But if that was the case, you would see it on the screen.
Sometimes you won't, though. That's what I'm saying. You personally don't know because you're not that person who made the movie. You don't have their mindset. You, in all reality, do not know. None of us do. That's in all reality. None of us do except for the person who makes it. If it's for money, or if it's for charity, or if it's for this, or if it's for that, or if it's for their fucking dead kid. We don't know because we're not that person. We can't say, this movie is based off of a dog, when it's not.
Okay.
It's based off of a soldier or something like that.
So you're saying, what if people are talking about it and saying that that's the case and that it is not? Like,
if the person who made it said it, then when it comes to public, that's the truth. But there are some people who lie to the people, and I don't like that.
Okay, well, the company like Marvel isn't like that.
I would hope not.
They have stated. I was watching Avengers because I own it, and they were like, "We're doing this because the fans have wanted to see this for years and they haven't gotten it. So we've been setting these movies up, and now comes the big time where we have to finally put them on the screen and really make the fans happy at what they do." So they're doing it solely for the fans. They didn't talk about money at all in the documentary I was watching on it, the behind the scenes footage. They weren't. They were in it for the fans.
How many companies do you expect to actually say, "Oh, we're making this just for money"?
A lot of people, you can tell when they're lying.
A lot of people you can't, because a lot of people are good liars.
I can tell when someone's lying, Jack.
I'm just saying that.
And I'm just saying that I can tell when someone's lying to me. It's easy to see when someone's lying to you. You know how many times I've caught people lying and I've been correct? But back to the whole story of it. Okay, yeah, you gotta go. We're gonna wrap this. We'll finish this discussion
some other time
in the next podcast when we continue. So thank you guys for watching. This will probably be out tomorrow, and then I'm gonna work on Joe's stuff in just a second after Jack leaves. So because we just did a hot sauce challenge after this, so we'll be back in after this when we do our sequel to make money. So
to make money. You made it sound like we were trying to make money.
With that said, really.
That's what you said. Our sequel to make money.
Yeah. So
if people weren't to hear that clearly.
Well, because I said it's true.
That's not what I said, but okay.
That's what I said. So, we're gonna go ahead and end this off now, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast and/or video that pops up in the Outlawed channel. See y'all later. Bye.
Adios.